Yeah, what's up, everybody? I started the stream late again, so it's gonna be like an hour and a half, not 2 hours. I could not wake up. I had the opportunity to go to bed early. I didn't do it because I'm a goober. Anyways, I'm still testing this compression, get format, get image stuff. Nice bears. I gotta eat food on stream again. I'm sorry. Ah, that's hot. Ow. Ah. Test PNG resource. Test TCOM texture resource. I just sound different. I kind of rushed into the stream. I'm a little like groggy. My voice is deeper when I wake up. I woke up at like 1:30. Just burned my tongue. Ow. All right. I'm setting the coffee over there. That hurt. Ow. God, it hurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dean. I got banana blood all over me. Freaking banana blood. Ugh. Yeah, part of the peel got on me. I said banana blood. It's a reference to Film Cow. I'm trying to figure out how to do this here. My brain is just not here today. Yeah, I remember that part. I'm debating between brute forcing it and making 4 files, or trying to be like clever about it and just use 2 files and try and figure out a more clever way to test it without making additional files. If that makes sense. I done confused myself because all these chunks are completely. This one says straight image, but clearly it's not a straight image. It's going from a texture, and then it's getting an image. So this one's just wrong. I'm just gonna brute force it because for some reason I cannot think of a fancier way to do this. Yeah. I'm just gonna brute force it. There we go. Damn it. Alright, we got the virus fixed. This one should be simple. This should just be test patch image, and then we just get rid of this. And instead of get image, we do test image format. So that one's done. I need to make the stuff for it though. There's going to be a lot of images. So we got red image, compressed as an image, re-import. Duplicate it again. Red image decom. So we're going to have an image that's also decompressed as well. This one's a texture, so we're going to go to image. It doesn't have really an option. That's interesting. That's strange. I can't choose whether it's decompressed or not. Unless it's beforehand. I don't know if that changes anything. Well, all the reds are done. I guess we'll just finish up with all the blues. So blue 2, we can actually keep this. We'll just rename it. Just rename it. Can I please rename this? Blue image. That's weird. Blue image to PNG. It just changed its icon. That's weird. This would be compressed, re-import image. And then we'll duplicate this. Blue image. Decompress. Almost done. Got a bunch of million more to do. We're gonna rename this as just dust. I'm gonna rename this as dust decompress. Then we're gonna rename this as map image. This is gonna be map, and this is map decom. So this will be map decom. Alrighty, so all the reds are done. The map needs 2. This is map image. Switch to image. Report. Yep. Decom. We'll duplicate this. Duplicate that. And this will be map image decom. Click it. Since it's already uncompressed, switch it back to image, see if that does anything. I think image is already decompressed, and maybe I'm just doing some redundant shit here, but I don't know. It seemed like a mystery. Sometimes you just gotta brute force stuff. That's how I look at it. I'm gonna duplicate this. It'll be dust image. Dust image will be imported as image. Yes, yes, yes. And then dust decompress, duplicate this. And there. I have all the files now. This is done. Image to texture, and then back to image. So we're going to start with an image, which is from file. We're loading from file and image, and then that's going to get turned into a texture, and then we're going to get its image, and then we're going to get the format. Pretty sure, because loading it, we'll load it as an image. This is a texture. I think is the get image a texture function. No, alright, hang on, this is wrong. This is texture to image. This is wrong. This is texture to image. I had to think about that. Right, let's go back to the scene, decode note. We're gonna get stretch this out so I can actually read what the heck I'm looking at. Alright, we gotta get the test PNG. We gotta get regular red. The red goes here. Then we gotta get red decom, and then we gotta get red image, and we gotta get red image decompress. So all the things are loaded. We're almost ready to test it. Almost there. This will be test one. Straight image format, texture to image format, and then straight image to create from image. So bar image to texture, texture to the image, texture to create from image, and then this is going to be the test image resource. So that gets our image and then creates a texture from it. And then we're going to get the image from that texture we just created, even though we loaded a image to begin with. I know that's weird, but we're just going to see if anything changes along that process. We're looking for changes. I'm dying. Alright, test 4, uncompressed. Uncompressed. So I'm loading something and I'm getting an image. So this is texture to image. So this is texture to image uncompressed. Basically what we just did, but the uncompressed version. This would be test image format, test texture. Here's up here. Test image format, test texture PNG, and then test decom format, test decom. Okay, so format are images, textures are textures. I just gotta, my logic there was confusing me. So this is an image. So we would just image uncompressed. Straight image uncompressed, we would get rid of. Did I love this right? Test image for, yep. This would just be a test decom format. That one's done. Now we gotta do texture to image, but uncompressed. Which I could probably just copy all of this here and just rename it. It's probably the quick way to do it. Test number 5, texture image. Test texture PNG. No. Test. Test decom texture. This gets a little more complicated when you include, you could like mix and match it. So you could use a uncompressed texture but a compressed image, or vice versa. And that might, that's going to add an extra 4 tests to the list. So it's a total of 12, because 4 times 4, is that, no, that's 16. There's a total of 16 tests. There's 12 or 16 tests total. I'm on 5. I'm probably just going to test 8. We got to rename this. This is confusing me. Test image format, which is confusing, but I guess that works. Does that work? That does work. Get formats. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Test image format. Test texture. PNG. Test decom format. Test. I don't know. That does make sense. I'm just forgetful. This is textured image. So this should be a texture. Test image decom, PNG decom. Get image 5. Right. Texture to image format. Get image 5. That one's done. Every freaking morning I gotta poo. It's freaking weird. What's going on? Oh, dang it. I'll be right back. Ah, back. I'm back. What was I doing? Ah, my shoulder. One more day. One more day. One more day. One more day. Thank you. Extra damage. Uncompressed. I just gotta copy these. Stop using your brain. Just read and copy, man. Image to create from image. Compressed. I'm always in pain. I was just making silly noises. Image to texture. Decom. Test. Image. Decom. Resource. Get image 6. Alright. Compressed. I think that's good enough. We're just gonna test this as is. I am. Oh, apparently I forgot to do this. I must have went to use the bathroom and I forgot to do this. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. I don't know how I forgot to do that, but I did. Alright, so the straight image is 4. The image from create from image is also 4, which is test 3, which is using an image resource straight to create a texture from. Texture to image is 17. Everything else is 4. All of the other ones are 4. Regardless of how they're moved around or translated, converted, whatever. And that includes the importing. Wow. Yeah, it seems like images are always uncompressed, no matter what. So if it's a straight image, it's uncompressed by default. Only problem is you don't have a preview of what it looks like. It's just a paper icon. You'll have no clue what this looks like. Maybe if you double click it. Oh, you can click it. That'll show you what it looks like. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah. No, just leave out at 3:15. Blah, blah, blah. I'm struggling to think of other ideals. Street image from create image, which we did already down here. Actually, I think there's only 9 tests total because there's only 3 ways to load the image. You can use create from image, from a texture, you can use get image, and then you can just test the image itself. Which, apparently, the image is always going to be uncompressed. Even if it was compressed, as soon as you change it to an image, I think the image uncompresses it, regardless. So I think there's only a total of 9 tests that you could do with this. I'm trying to find the next 3 to run. Because we can't do this. This is maxed out. There's only 2 images we could test with this. There's only 2 images we could test with this that matter. So we only got 4 resources. Only 2 of them are images. This loads an image, and this loads a texture, and you get the texture. Creates a texture, then you get the image from the texture. These 2 are basically the same thing. The only difference is this is getting the texture directly, and this is creating a texture from the image. And again, we can only have 2 of these because there's only 2 images. And we can only have 2 of these because there's only 2 textures. That's 6 tests total. I think I did them all. I don't think there are any more tests. Alright, well. Now I'm just confused because when I was making the decal system, I don't remember when I was getting those errors because I uncompressed them and I switched them to images and it still didn't work. I don't know what the hell I did wrong. Oh well, that's neither here nor there. We're gonna do something else. This test is done. We've finished this test. Minimize that. We're gonna make a new test. I need to clean up my test folder. I'm just gonna go to a different folder. I'm gonna go to the scenes folder. Create a new folder. I'm gonna call this test. Oh, this is technically an object. You could really go in the scenes folder. Yeah, I guess we'll do it. Test grease. It's okay. New. Hey, you have a good day. Bye. Grass world. This ain't big enough. Oh my god, this needs a texture. Jesus. And an environment. Not having a texture to walk on hurts my eyeballs. Use the big cube texture. Actually, you know what we'll do is instead of doing that, we'll go to is it detail? What's a detail? Can I change the scale of this? Let's do 10. It'll make it look like gravel. I don't know what I clicked. There we go. Now we can see Pixel Land. Ah. Oh, I don't care about that. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Now, I just need to create a an object here. Maybe I should create a scene. We'll create a new scene, I guess. Test create physics. Go to objects, test. New folder, decall, test. This is all decall related, so it's going to and yeah, we can just put this in the levels. All my scenes will be in its own separate folder. These scripts don't belong here. That's annoying. There we go. Rename this. This is rename. This is got a bad name. Test equals. Now I can create a new prefab in here. We can call this new folder. Grass test. Oh, stretch. Create a new scene, 3D. Physics grass, I guess. I'm gonna add a child node. I think it needs to be a straight skeleton, right? Hang on, what does it look like? No, there's a subnode. Grass asset. Child node. Skeleton. I burnt the hell out of my tongue. Alright, save all scenes. Then we will get physical bone simulator. Where's the model go? It goes in the skeleton. We don't need animate IK. We don't need animation player. None of the other stuff. We don't even need the nav collision. Okay, so we're done with this. Now we can add the mesh, which should just be a plane, two separate planes, I guess. Although I need a detection, I need an area body 3D though. Yeah, think about it. I think we need to make the mesh first. It's a multi-mesh. And 90 degrees, and we'll move it up. Yes. Alright, there we go. We have this. It needs to be duplicated. Because I could do the cross section. Or I could just make it, we'll just make it a flat plane, because I think that's how I have it normally. So we'll go to material override, new standard material, full mode, disable, there. Now we got two sides. Simple albedo texture should be fine. We'll just go get my grass texture. Don't, because it's grass, so who cares? Actually, there's a problem here. Actually, we're gonna have to go to Blender now. Think about it. This isn't gonna work. Alright, now we need to make a model. If I can set this so that the armatures are completely inactive until activated, I probably don't need to do the teleportation technique. I could probably just give every single piece of grass an armature and just not worry about it. Let me bring out Blender, y'all. There we go, we got Blender. Delete the default cube, it's not going to help us today. There we go, we got our grass plane. We need to cut this into 3 segments. Actually, let's do the loop cut again. Make it 2. That should be equal now. If I'm not mistaken, this should animate just fine. Whoop, 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 whoop. Can wiggle this way too. We just want it to wiggle. I could put some in the middle too. This would make it twist. So if the player hits one side, it would twist it. So that should do it. This is how much detail we're going to have for the grass. And I'm going to give it an armature. Physical bones. But we're going to use the armature to generate them. That'd be faster. That way I don't have to make it, and it will be fit. Well, it won't be perfect because the Godot armature creation sucks, but, whatever. You do what you gotta do. And armature. I'm not even gonna bother to switch this to the other type of bone. We're gonna just do it quick and dirty. Quick and dirty, quick and dirty. Here we go. Bam, bam. There's the root bone. Can I do caps on these like a node? Okay, let's stop. There you go, and this will be really simple to paint. Wait, just go to object mode. Parent this. I'll go ahead and plant plane. I need to wash my face. I will be right back with this real quick. Just face washing time. I'll hold my breath, Jesus. Not mean to blow the mic out. We're looking at 1 hour, 1 minute. Do I have time to do it? Yeah, I think I have time to make the armature at least. Armature's done. I have an idea. Since this is the armature, that means we can do animations. And so for the wind animation, we're going to have the grass sway back and forth unrealistically, and then we'll just leave the ragdolls independently controlled. That way, the physics isn't always running constantly. The animation player is, but that should be fine. It's just an animation. Also, I can have it render. I can change the render distance on it too, so that might help with performance. If you got a supercomputer, don't worry. Let me see. We gotta weight paint. Auto normalize wherever it's at. I'm gonna find it somewhere around here. There we go. Is it not auto normalizing? That's annoying. I'll just do it manually, asshole. Oh, now it worked. There we go. We got it. That's done. There'll be no texture on this because it's just a basic plane. Let's go into nature. Oops. I'm just gonna call this the plant plane. Plant plane. That's done. That's really quick. I can't export it yet because I gotta do the animation. We'll make a quick little animation. I think it was a 26 because you have to count 0, which makes it even. It's 26. Shit, I don't remember. Well, I don't. I gotta. I think it's time to go. I gotta go. All right, bye everybody. Work on this tomorrow and the weekend and every day after that. Ideally, unless something bad happens. Anyways, bye.